We're not going to talk about it today when I'm trying to stand up here with the shoes and drop. So we're not going to do that. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Hi. Big up yourself, Barry. That was awesome. I am the lucky person that gets to follow him. Yay. Yay me. That's awesome. So my morning after. It is the morning after I starred in Lion King at the Lyceum Theatre in England. Let me go back a little bit. So I started in Jamaica. I'm from here. Mommy and daddy didn't quite work out. You know how it is, right? Big people things. Not going to go into it. Let's just say I have 3 sisters I didn't know about, but now I know, so all is well. It started like that. So mommy was like, you know what, later we're going to England, right? Daddy stayed here. I went to England with mommy. Of course in Jamaica, JCDC won lots of awards, big dancer, big actress, big things I go on for me here. So when I'm in England, of course, I'm awesome. So big things I could go on to because I'm amazing. Apparently they said no. They were like, that's a negative. You're actually quite poor, not very good, and you need some training. So I was like, okay, I can do this, I can train. So mommy, daddy was a chartered accountant here in Jamaica. Mommy was his woman. So in England, it was a challenge for her because, you know, she's not as educated as daddy was, chartered accountant and all. So we struggled a little bit. So when I got a scholarship to go to Millennium, which is my alma mater in England, it was really hard because I couldn't really afford bus fare, underground fare. So what I used to do is very illegal. I don't recommend it. I used to jump over the railing. You know, you have the railing in England. I used to like jump up. It's very illegal. If the policeman would catch me, I would be in trouble. But you know, I wanted what I wanted. So I used to jump over the railing and under and beside and around and stuff illegally just to get to school because I was going to go to college. I was going to be amazing because I am going to star in a show and my mommy and daddy is going to be proud and I'm going to be awesome. I was going to swear, but you said not to swear. Yes, I'm going to be awesome. So that was a challenge. Whilst I'm at college, I got a call saying that my sister passed away. And my mom, dad was like, you want to come home? And I was like, nah. My sister would want me to keep going and keep trekking and keep pushing forward. So I'm going to keep going. So I'm at college giving it my all, giving it my absolute everything. I started at the bottom at college. They had 6 groups. You had group A, group B, group C, group D, group E. Guess which group I was in when I started? He. Not even that E, there's an H on it, yes? I was in He. Okay? That was my first year. My second year, guess which group I was in? A. Group A. It was really hard. I had a lot of challenges as a black woman. I was the only black girl in my school. There was 360 of us. I was the only black person. So they want him to wear pink tights because it matches your skin tone. I'm like, but that don't match my skin tone. So we have that challenge. At the time, this was many years ago. So things have changed now and I'm grateful. I remember there was time as well I had no food to eat. So I would eat, you know, the ramen noodles. That's all I'd have for the day because it was really cheap to buy. So I was working really hard. Really struggling. In my third form, I got a call that my sister had passed away. So you know, see, I'm on my face, I'm on my knees, I'm like devastated, right? But again, I'm like, no, I'm here for a purpose. This is what I want to do. I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it. It's going to be awesome, right? So I'm pushing. And in my 3rd year of college, I auditioned for this show called Lion King. Don't know if you've heard of it. Whilst I was in the audition, I was fortunate enough, I got the job. And I was like, okay, I am going to lead the show. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to play Nala. It's going to be an awesome time. It's going to just be fierce and fabulous and wonderful. And I remember, thank you so much. So I remember rehearsals was really hard because Lion King is hard. You're dancing on a metal stage. You're having to work with props and stuff and the things falling off and your back's hurting and your knees hurting and whatever. But I was like, I'm going to keep pushing. It's going to be awesome. So I remember I did my first show. There were like 3,000 people at the Lyceum Theatre. It was amazing. 3,000 people. The applause was phenomenal. So what they do is they call up the ensemble first, right? So the ensemble, and then they called up Sarabi, and then they called up Mufasa. Everybody come forward and they took their bows, and they called up everybody, and Rafiki and Shenzi, and everything was amazing. And then they said Nala, Neisha-Yen Jones as Nala. And I ran forward, and I put my hand up, and I took my bow, and I looked out, and I was like, and my heart was beating, I was feeling some kind of way. And then Simba ran on and he came and he did his thing and whatever. And then Simba looked back to me and he says, come. And I held his hand and I put my hand up and I did my bow. And I felt some sort of way. You know how I felt? I felt empty. I felt hollow. I felt unbalanced. I was like, no. I worked my ass off for this moment. This moment was everything to me. This is all I ever wanted. Why do I still feel like there's something missing? So I was like, all right, let me just chill a little bit. So let me just go talk to my daughter's father. Was watching as well. My daughter is here with me. He was in the audience and I went up to him and I was like, baby, what do you think? And he was like, you did amazing. You were this, you were that, you were this. And I was like, but still, that didn't fill me. I still felt empty. So my friends, I was like, all right, Bridget, all the things there. How you said, what do you think? What do you think? You were amazing. You were, and I still felt nothing. So it was the morning after starring in Lion King, I realized that actually, you know what? My success, my feeling of happiness is not incumbent on the things that I do. It's about who I am on the inside and what joy comes to me and where I find my joy. You know, I know you guys thought I was going to say something else. I know you thought I'd be like, yeah, Lion King, I made it. But that's not true, because a lot of us, especially in this culture here in Jamaica, we're only successful if we drive that car. We're only successful if we have that house. We're only successful for all of these things. But the truth of the matter is it doesn't make us happy. It doesn't bring us joy. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of us are walking around with like a hole inside of us, feeling you're just not quite happy, and we don't want to be honest about it. So something else I realized I just want to say, I made 3 quick points. The first thing is, don't be afraid to dream a new dream. So my dream in Lion King, my dream going up was to be a leading lady in the show, right? That didn't make me happy. So I had to be brave enough to say, you know what? I'm going to have to dream a new dream. I'm still dreaming today. I now host a TV show. Who thought that? Not me, but you know, I enjoy it. You know? I'm like, whatever. The other thing that I want to say is, don't be afraid to start over. You're 30, you're 40, you're 50, you're 60, start over. It's not making you happy, start over. He's not making you happy, start over. The job is not making you happy, start over. Like, damn, the car is so expensive, you can't manage, guess what? Start over. Like, it's okay, you know? And the other thing that I want to say, and I don't know how many of you are going to clap for this one, but we're not all Beyonce. We're not all Einstein. Like, it's okay to be average. It's okay to not be that good at what you want to do. It's okay. It's okay. I know you artists are looking at me going, what's she saying? It's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. Because what we need to understand is the most important thing is to be happy. If the pandemic has taught us anything, is that life is short. Life is short. You don't have time to let the world dictate what your life should look like, what happiness should look like, or what success should look like. It's about how you feel. So, you know what? It's okay to be average. Like, damn. Like, let's do it. Long story short.
Yeah!